Welcome back to UTA News. I'm Christine Nicholson, and today I'm honored to be joined by long-distance swimmer and UTA alum, Ben Lecomte. Mark says he likes to start his workday listening in on the morning pitch meeting right here in the conference room. Officer Jillian Smith was the 8th officer to die in the department's history. She will undoubtedly be remembered by many as a hero. One of the many features of the Chevy Volt is that you can plug it into your smartphone. But not only that, you can actually go 15 miles without using a drop of gas. In your 73 days, you swam 3,700 miles. You were attacked by jellyfish and sea creatures, and now you're going to do it again next year. 5,500 miles, 5 months. How do you train for such a feat?
You just swim. Right now it's swimming 6 hours per day.
According to the 2010 President's Report, energy conservation is among the university's many green initiatives, using tactics like turning off lights and monitors at night, using fluorescent lights, and setting the heating and cooling times actually helped save the university over $2 million within a given year. Her most recent travel was to Texas Hall here at UT Arlington, where nearly 2,400 seats were filled for her lecture, Open Heart, Open Mind. Ling also shared her message with me earlier that day before her talk to a UTA sociology graduate class.
My hope tonight is to try and communicate some of the stories that I've reported on with the hope that students and people in the community might think a little bit differently.
Now, at 12% body fat, what's your eating regimen like?
As much as I want and whatever I can ingest. Basically, I need to keep around 6,000 to 8,000 calories in my body, so anything goes.
I'm jealous. It all concludes with a traditional gunfight, with a mildly surprising ending. A young Grace Kelly, Lloyd Bridges, and Katie Girardo are also featured. High Noon, our outstanding classic movie of the week. I'm Christine Nicholson with your weekly movie review. We do give a real clear image of the devastation that the drug cartels have inflicted in Ciudad Juarez. Now, Dominic Bracco is in Mexico right now, but standing with us today is Dr. Sam Haynes, the Director of Southwestern Studies, and he's also one of the sponsors for this exhibit, as well as a history professor here. Dr. Haynes, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Now, some people may find that these photos are gruesome or even disturbing. Like, for instance, the one that we're standing next to here, a daughter mourning over her mother who was massacred in a bus over drugs. What do you think students should come away with when they view an exhibit like this? This time around, I understand that Doug Stanley, he is a director of The Deadliest Catch on the Discovery Channel, is actually going to be creating a major network documentary surrounding the swim. He's going to be with you the entire 5 months. And he's quoted as saying that the ability to track your swim by anyone from anywhere is going to be unprecedented in the history of media. Can you tell me a little bit about the technology you're going to be using this time around?
I will be wearing equipment that will allow me to have phone conversation with people on land and also check and send back email.
You are doing this to raise awareness and funds for cancer research. Why did you choose swimming in particular?
Well, my father taught me how to swim, and my father passed away from cancer at an early age, so it gave me the idea to put the one and one together and give me the extra motivation.
After being one of less than 10 U.S. campuses chosen to compete in a nationwide ad campaign to promote Chevrolet's new green initiatives, the Advertising 4301 students, led by Dr. Ingram and Mr. Bechtel, transformed themselves into a fully functioning marketing agency called MAVADS.
What it allows our students to do is to apply in a practical situation with a real client all the great things that our university has been able to teach them. Spirits are good and everybody thinks we can pull this off.
The class is divided into teams working together toward a common goal. Chevy provided competing campuses $3,000 for the entire campaign, creating ads, posters, and making promotional appearances. It all starts with a primary research survey to gather student opinion on Chevy's reputation on sustainability. And the response?
Students don't associate Chevy with green, and that's a real problem because green is defining our generation, and that's what we look for in cars. And we also found that students associate Chevy here in Texas with trucks.
Perhaps one of the most anticipated parts of the campaign is this campus-wide Chevy-sponsored event to introduce the Chevy Cruze, Equinox, and Volt with some new green features.
One of the many features of the Chevy Volt is that you can plug it into your smartphone. But not only that, you can actually go 15 miles without using a drop of gas.
But now that the event is over, what's next?
There's a piece of research to be done to find out was the event and the campaign successful in changing any opinions, and then we will make a final presentation to Chevrolet towards the end of November, and then that will be it.
Reporting from the Library Mall, this is Christine Nicholson for UTA News.
I want to thank you again for being on UTA News. It's really, truly an honor.
My pleasure, Christine.
Reporting live at UTA Central Library, this is Christine Nicholson with UTA News.